Welcome grade 8 students to Homeroom Guidance, Quarter 1, Module 1 with the topic Level Up Your Study Habits. Okay. So before we proceed, may I request your parents or your guardians to read page 3 regarding the notes or the guide to parents and guardians. So, page 3 is intended for our parents, okay? So, please make time for them to read it. Okay. So, let us read the introductory message for you learners. So, this module is designed to help you in academic-related needs, concerns affecting your individuality, relationship with others, and interaction in the community and interests, talents, and skills discovery, which will help you to explore future career options and opportunities. So this module has 6 interactive activities for you to follow, namely, let's try this, let's explore this. Keep in mind, you can do it, what I have learned, and share your thoughts and feelings. So all these activities must be answered in your yellow paper to be submitted every Friday with your other activities in other subjects. Okay, so let's start. So in Module 1, Level Up Your Study Habits. So when we say study habits, this is the way or these are the techniques on how we do studying. Okay, the effective ways on how to study or to cope up with our lessons in school. Okay, so at the end of this module, you are expected to discuss your practices of effective study habits, identify different ways in improving study habits, and improve study habits plan. So you will be needing a clean sheet of yellow paper and ball pen. In this module, you will discover your areas of strength and identify your weaknesses in studies. You will learn about your learning style, tips on how to organize your study time, and ways to improve your school performance. As you advance into grade 8, you will be progressing to a new set of lessons which demand more of your time and effort in school and at home. Okay, so for our first activity, so you will be needing a yellow paper and a ball pen. So the title is How Do You Study Well? Recall your study habits when you were in grade 7. On a piece of paper, list down the steps and strategies of studying lessons in your preparation for a quiz or exam. So share it with your family members. So this is just an easy activity wherein you need to recall the ways and how you prepare for a quiz during your grade 7 days. Do you prepare for an hour or a week before the exam or the quiz? So what are your strategies when you review? Okay, so you need to list down that. So after that, you need to answer the process questions. So answers only. So we have 2 process questions here. First, did you find it easy to share your study habits with your family members? Why? So as mentioned in the instruction above, it's stated there that you need to share it with your family members. So the question number 1 is related to the instruction above. Second, how do you plan to improve your study habits during this time of pandemic? So question number 2 is all about planning. Planning on how to learn effectively in these times of pandemic wherein we are conducting and facing the modular distance learning. Okay, so next, let's explore this. My study habits, effective or not effective? So we have statements here in the column, the study habit practices. So you just need to check yes or no if the statement of study habit practices are applicable to you. For example, bringing everything including those you don't need to school. Is that applicable to you? Is that helpful? Is that effective? If it is yes, then answer yes. If it is no, then check no. Okay. So then, below the activity 1, in my study habits, effective or not effective, you need to categorize these study habits whether they are effective study habits or ineffective study habits. When we say effective, these are helpful activities or habits or practices. And ineffective, these are the not so helpful practices. So you will just categorize the statements above if they are effective or not effective. Next, answer also the process questions. Based on your answers above, what did you realize regarding your study habits? Second, what do you feel about it? Are you happy, a little bit sad, contented, worried? Then why? Okay, next activity. Our family's best award. So in this activity, you need a collaborative discussion with your family members, okay? So request your family members or anyone available in your household to be in one place for collaborative discussion for this activity. So if no one is available, so you can do it virtually, online, no? Through chat or video call or Zoom or Google Meet. As long as you are together. As long as you communicate all together. On a clean sheet of yellow paper, so you list down the names of the family members and their roles. For example, you are 5 in the family, mother, father, brothers, sisters. So you need to write their names and their roles. Roles is their gampanin, no? Ginagampanan in your family. So next, ask each member regarding their best experience or academic award received during their school days or any appreciation they got when they were still young. So you need to ask them what is the best experience or the best award that they've got in their schooling in their times, or any award as long as they receive it at their young age. So you will be asking your family members if they have. Next, let them identify their strategy or study habits that make them receive such award. So you'll be asking them one by one what is their number one technique on how they achieved that award. For example, your mother received many medals, trophies, and certificates in the subject of mathematics. So you will be asking her if what are the things that she've done to reach or to get that award. What are the techniques, strategies to be able to excel in math subject? Okay, next, solicit any idea among family members on the effective ways to learn during this time of pandemic. So you will be asking one by one again your family members if what are the best way on how to learn these times of pandemic. Especially nowadays, we are conducting the modular distance learning, even though your parents are beside you to support you and to guide you in your modules. And also as teachers, we are just one text, one call away, one video call to guide you also. It's very hard on your part. So try to ask them what are their suggestions on how you can succeed in your MDL or modular distance learning this school year. And lastly, list down the ideas shared by your family members that you think may help you to plan and prepare for your study. So the sixth instruction is for you to list down all the ideas that was shared by your family members, no? That will be helpful in planning and preparing for your studies. Okay. So another processing questions. So did the activity help you discover other effective study habits from your family members, friends that suit your personal preference or personality? So are your previous study habits, are there additional study habits coming from your family members based on their ideas or their thoughts that they have shared? So, nadagdagan daw ba yung mga previous study habits na meron ka? Okay. Second, is it important to have study habits which suit one's personality? This is just like asking yourself, am I comfortable with the way I study? With the way I review? Komportable ba ako? Effective ba siya? Natatandaan ko ba yung pinag-aaralan ko? For example, there are students who tend to review early in the morning, as if 3 a.m., 4 a.m., because for them, their mind is very fresh, no? So they can easily remember what they are reviewing. So others are good when it comes to long-term reviewing. A week before the exam, they review. That's it. They can get high scores with that. Others don't like that. Others tends to cram 5 minutes before the exam or 5 minutes before the quiz. They review and they got high score. Okay, so it depends on your own personality. So the question is it important that you have study habits that suits one's personality, and then explain why. Okay, so that's it for session 1. So we'll be continuing session 2 next Monday, so that you will not get overload with the different topics for this week. Okay? So just remember that you need to submit the different activities answered by you, okay, on Friday on yellow paper, okay? So just be reminded that homeroom guidance is conducted every Monday before your first academic subject. Thank you for listening. Until next time.